Ladies and gentlemen, it is NXT. It is Tuesday. It's NXT, the review show. It's the bad guy. The captain took off tonight, but we got the wrestling doll, and we're going to see you guys on the other end. It was a great show. I thought it was a pretty fun show, the Great American Bash, and we can't wait to hear your guys' opinions, and we'll be hearing all that after... I never get this right, where you should have the intro ready, and I just don't. But you guys are so patient with me when, here we go. Intro.
All you haters and you bust.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Unpopular Review, the NXT Great American Bash edition. I'm the bad guy. The captain took off tonight, but we sit here and say before I start, so I can send it to her, please put in the comments, hashtag damn she's great. She'll be back next week. But joining and filling in is the great, the awesome, and incredible, the Wrestling Doll. Wrestling Doll, how are you tonight?
Pretty good. How are you?
Tremendous. Actually, there was a joke as soon as you said that. Have you ever seen SpongeBob? And there was a part where SpongeBob asked Patrick, he says, why are you mad? And he says, because I can't see my forehead. I should have used that, but I didn't use that, and I'm very upset. But I'm pretty well. I thought NXT was pretty solid. What did you think about NXT?
I thought NXT's Great American Bash this year was pretty damn good. And speaking of things that are pretty damn good, I didn't say it in the chat today because I wanted to say it here. Happy birthday, Willie!
Yes, happy birthday to Willie Beeman. He celebrated a birthday today, and we say happy birthday, brother. We hope that you have the tremendous. In the chat room, he pointed out he was skydiving. I said that's pretty BA because I have no heart to jump off a plane, let alone just sit there. That's why I'm always passed out on the plane. So the fact that he had the courage and the cojones to say and jump off a plane, I salute you, my friend, and we say happy birthday, and can't wait to see you back on air eventually. We got let's switch it up a little bit. We got George, the Sweater King. He says, "What up, bad guy?" And Cap is not here, but I know this was previous. His NXT was pretty solid. George, you must be happy right now. TA meaning tired attraction is
not the only one.
Yeah, see, look how happy she is. Look at the joy on her face, the giggle and whatnot. We're going to talk about that, but congrats to Cora and Roxanne on winning the NXT Women's Championship, Tag Team Championship. I apologize. He also said, Elvis says happy birthday. We got he's Wrestling Dog. They are happy to see you here. What up, peeps? What up, my peeps? Long time no see. He act like I didn't speak to him earlier, but I digress. I wrote him and I said hi, and then he started talking to me some more, and I said this was a mistake. But Elvis, we say thank you for tuning in. And before we jump in, help the brand out. Give us a like, love, and share. If you're on Facebook, give us those reactions. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Give us that reaction because it helps out the brand. And if you're on Twitter,
Nico Extra.
And Nico Extra, yes, because he helps us out too. He made us.
So is that NXT?
Yes, I was out. But actually, matter of fact, who's in NXT was the executive consultant. He was there. I couldn't. Yeah, he was there. I mean, he kept saying like, "Wow, I'm here."
That's been in there since the last NXT show of the year.
Last year. He was there, and you know what? And we see you guys in the chat. What we got? I'm assuming that Roxanne will take the We'll talk about that. What up to my best friend right there? That's my best friend right there. This man. Let me tell you. I looked on his Instagram, and he's like a drummer or something like that. So I want to say that's so cool, man. Very, very cool. Wrestling Doll, how you want to rip into him before we go?
As long as I mix my ex-boyfriend, who I would love to put 6 feet under, but I cannot because that is illegal.
It is. Please don't do that. But he says hi. Don't.
Hi, Deborah.
But please don't definitely put people 6
No,
feet
I'm
under.
not going to do anything that
Thank you,
elevated.
because we
Not
need you.
physically, at least. I'll stick to just ripping him verbally.
There we go. And you know what? Because I'm glad you could. We might need you here. That's why I don't want you putting anyone 6 feet under. But let's talk about NXT, which opens up. They have the NXT. I'm sorry, because it's hard for me to come to terms with this. I think it's best if where is the picture? Because it started off with these guys. I hope it wasn't deleted. I feel like here we go. It opened up with these guys. Gross. They opened up with the show. They were hanging out with a bunch of other NXT superstars. They got the. I mean, listen, summertime. They're by the poolside. Gives you that vibe to let you know it's summertime. I feel so bad for real quick to talk about this segment. I feel bad for my guy Duke. He was in there minding his business, and I love Singer. Singer is my guy. He makes me want to sing. But he might have gave Duke an air infection when he jumped in and he did a cannonball.
Oh, Duke will live. He can go get that cleared out real quickly.
Well, it was really
If he gets the water out quick enough, then he won't get an ear infection.
I was kind of concerned for Duke. I'm sorry. I just need to throw it out there. Duke, he's a future. He's a star. I love Singer. Singer has a tremendous bit. Anybody who heard of it? Huh?
It's Sangha with an A, not an I. Just saying.
We are so cool that he will give me a pass. But he might have gave my guy an air infection. But thank you for the correction. So we opened up with the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. I was surprised it opened with this. Not to say I didn't know how they were going to open, but they opened up with this. I mean, it was a back and forth match. Matter of fact, real quick, I mean, you guys are watching. You either saw the show or you just want to hear our thoughts on it. But it opened up, and Roxanne and Cora Jade are the new, because George pointed out he was so happy that I call him tired attraction, because I am kind of tired of him. Like, I think they hit a peak for me where it's like, I don't know. It's like, because I don't want to be one of them fickle wrestling fans, but I am. I think we're all kind of fickle about something, but I'm kind of tired of them. So seeing Cora Jade and Roxanne win, I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's not bad. It was a nice back and forth match. They had for a period where it looked like the baby faces were on the outs, and they were struggling against this heel tag team where they lost the tag titles. When did they lose it? That was the WrestleMania weekend, correct?
Yes.
And then won it that Tuesday, right?
Yes.
I
ranted about that, which was so stupid.
That is tremendous. And
like, why take it away from them if you were just going to give it back to them 3 days later? It made no sense.
There we go. She was like, why did that happen? Do you see this happening? I mean, we don't have to break down the match. I mean, it's hard to keep up with every little thing. I mean, Toxic Attraction gets the win. I mean, I'm sorry, Toxic Attraction takes the L. I apologize. And
the win that they took is the fact that the titles are taken off of their hands now.
It sounds like you wanted to take over here. What's your thoughts on this?
Say a thing or two. Let's see. The reign that has been so long and boring and tiring for the past maybe 3-4 months is finally over. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Because the minute that Cora and Roxanne won, I cheered. I was really happy. I mean, you know how happy I was considering what I put in the group chat.
Mm-hmm. I live in New York, you live in Florida.
It's about time that a ref kicked one in the mouth so that none of them could win by being distracted.
I was actually kind of surprised that that they won. I didn't see them winning actually, but when I heard the three, I said, "Oh, I guess we're going that route." Do you see them? Okay, do you see them? How long do you see this reign to be? I mean, and just to tie into everything, Roxanne, she's on cloud nine. She's like, we just beat this team. We beat the tag team of Toxic Attraction, and now if we can take the head off of the snake, which is Mandy Rose, the NXT Women's Champion, Toxic Attraction is done. So how long do you see these girls holding this gold, the tag team gold?
In a nice way, maybe 5-6 months. Possibly to have
having a long reign. Oh, shoot.
A pretty decent reign at best. And maybe have the belts be given to someone else, like maybe Katana and Kaden, because they've been working so hard. They want to be the hardest working women's tag team champs to be in there, if anything. And if Roxanne doesn't take that belt off of Mandy next week, it might be Nikita Lyons.
Nikita, she was actually there too on the in the opening where they were at the poolside and argued with a man who I think he was voting for Toxic Attraction because the baby faces were like, oh yeah, they're gonna win. And he's like, and just like me, we were both wrong. I like how it was like a kind of out of shape guy who gave his opinion, but I digress. But yes, we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And let's see what happens from here. I mean, it's a different direction. I mean, right now it looked like. Do you guys and please sound off in the chat? I mean, I feel like I've asked this before, but we're all friends here. You guys forgive me if I repeat myself. You come here to see me. You come here to laugh at me and hear me yell. I won't be yelling tonight, and I won't be yelling tonight because my usual partner's not here to say very incorrect things. But I miss her. So with that said,
we miss you.
Yes, give her. Yes, give her. I can't do that. What is that? Is that like this?
It's a heart.
Oh, I thought it was like, I don't know. I thought it was something. I could do
that because we miss Shay.
I do miss her, but her information is correct. But no one want to hear me yell. But do you see? Okay. Do you see? Okay. So you said Roxanne. You see Roxanne? Do you see Roxanne taking the title off Mandy Rose? First off.
Not right now. Not in like a bad way, but she just won the tag belts. Why would they have her be tag champion and also be the women's champion? I mean, it's kind of a weird decision to make. I feel like they might just still keep it on Mandy for a little bit longer up until Nikita can go after her and whoop that ass without JC and Gigi somehow, some way getting in the middle of it again. Like have them be in the back whining and moaning and groaning, complaining about the fact that they lost their belts instead.
I guess I asked that question because I feel like eventually you call up Toxic Attraction. So I guess that's why I wanted to ask the question there of like, hey, what do you see her winning? Do you see like, and like for me, for Toxic Attraction, I don't want to say, because I could easily say, oh, maybe in July, maybe in 2-3 months they call them up. And that's not necessarily true because there's a lot of people I thought was going to be called up to the main roster, and that wasn't the case.
There's some that could have been called up but weren't, and some things are going to be happening. So we'll just see what they can do from here on out.
And with that said, we'll go into the next segment and then the next match, and we'll get into the chat. So please, once again, chat room, give us a like, love, and share. So you guys don't have to hearing me say that. That's what I'm told to do. My phone tells me, keep saying. My phone is saying, tell me to say like, don't like, love, and share. Damn it. That's what my phone just said to me. We got Tony D in the family.
So weird seeing them all together.
Yeah. And people are just starting to just disappear. There was, what was it, 2 stacks or 2 dimes or like 2 cents? What was it? 25 cents?
2 dime.
2 dime. All right.
Save them with the fish, as they say.
Might as well say, I don't even understand why they didn't even call them 20 cents. I mean, but 2 dimes sound cool. Okay, I get it. But apparently he's swimming with the fishes. Santos. I love how he says Santos. It's Santos. Like he has a certain pronunciation where it sounds so good, you know. But it's talking about
English not English, Spanish and Italian pronunciation is pretty similar. So
yeah, he has a way when he says it. I always kind of chuckle. It just, I don't know. It just sounds. It's good. It's good.
It's the soprano wannabe.
Yeah, he is with the sweatsuit. I always get mad because, like, if you have the sweatsuit for me, you got to have the sweat. And with that, I feel like it's incomplete, but I digress. But he talks to Legado del Fantasma and Elektra, who's been missing, 2-3 weeks. And he talks to them and he says, I had to get rid of one of my guys. I'm not going to do the accent because that's so offensive. I apologize. I tried to do the accent. It's not good. But he said, I had to get rid of one of my guys and it hurt. But then I had to get this guy. And on his phone, he shows Santos, who's in the hospital. Is he injured? I mean, I don't read a lot of wrestling news as much as
I haven't seen anything being said about Santos Escobar being injured. So
it could be a work then. Okay.
It might have just been like photoshopped for this segment.
I think, okay, cool. So it might have been just a work then. Because sometimes because sometimes what they do is if someone's legitimately injured, they'll use it in a way and add it into a storyline. So I was thinking maybe like, is he hurt and I don't know it? Because I just don't know. But you see him.
I follow all those wrestling things on social media. Nothing's been said about Santos Escobar being injured.
Okay, so it's a work then. We're gonna go with that. It's a work for the moment. And he shows the picture. And one of his boys said, "That's not real." Yeah.
Like someone called us, confirm that it's not real.
It's not real. I'm looking at that. That looked pretty real to me. The man looks like very. First off, hospital beds are kind of comfortable. Because he looked really comfortable the way he was laid out. He got the hair all out on the pillow and the mattress. But
listen, there are very, very, very good photoshoppers out there in this world. So
absolutely
to do that for this segment.
No, but I'm pretty sure that was really him in there. I don't think that was Photoshop. I think that was totally him. But
or maybe just for the picture.
Yeah, he might have just been laying there. Listen, if you ever saw White Man Can't Jump and they did the pictures at the end, they had God, what's his? I forget the actor's name. He was Carnage in Let There Be Carnage. I'm so mad I can't think of his name. And I say it all the time too as a joke. But anyway, at the end, they had him laying on the garbage can. They had the fake blood. It was obviously just for the picture and stuff like that. It was the mobster. It's a good movie if you guys never seen it. White Man Can't Jump, Wesley Snipes, and I'm mad I can't think of the actual actor. I'm so bad with these things. But I digress. But he shows them the picture. They're really stunned by this. And he says the only person on the team who have done anything is Electra, which has she? Because I haven't even seen her. What has she done?
That's probably why he said that.
Yeah. Sure. We'll go with that. But he said next week, these guys are. He said next week, look out different times. We got one more chance to prove their stay on this team, or they're gonna cut. I guess he's gonna cut them or cut them off, or they're gonna be like
gonna make them sleep with the fishes too.
Woody Harrison, thank you, George. Yes, Woody Harrison. That was the guy from White Man Can't Jump. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name. Good job. Matter of fact, real quick before we go into the next match, let's get into some of these chats. Let's see. I don't even know where we left off at, so we're gonna go right here. Jeffrey pointed out. I'm sorry, did I click this? No, I did. Jeffrey pointed out. Yes, I'm a great drummer for 33 years. That's incredible. That's amazing. You are no, I'm not the UPR champ. Thank you. I'm the UPR champ in everyone's heart. That's what it is. Yes, the wrestling doll is here. Give her a shout out, guys. It's leave me alone. You guys know my pronunciation is bad. Y'all just come here to laugh at me. Please. Who wants to smoke? Bad guy knows who I'm talking about. I don't smoke. I'm actually okay with Cora and Roxanne winning. Gigi don't look. Here we go. Here we go. I stood up and applaud them. George, you wanted to lose, but knows the thickness. Choose one.
You can notice both. There's nothing wrong with noticing the lady when she's getting thicker.
H-Man be like on the attack. He attacks me. He attacks George. You see that? He said, you got to pick one.
No,
George. Mr. Lewis. I'm sorry. Jeffrey pointed out she's always thick. She looked extra. Okay. All right, guys. H-Man knows I'm right. I see you guys. Toxic Attraction are hot. They're pretty girls. And, I think they're
here's the candle with the flame that was put up, and here's their reign. It burnt it out because it's that boring.
Kaden Carter and Katana Chance should be the next to challenge for. They should. And I think they should eventually get a reign with that, a title reign with that, because I think I do agree where they seem like they're the heart of this women division, and but you don't see them enough. I think that's my biggest problem with that is you don't see them enough, but they are the heart because they've been a team for even before the tournament, last year's tournament. So I would like to see them get a reign. I agree with Wrestling Dog. Roxanne doesn't take the NXT Women's Champion off Mandy Rose, then it would be Nikhil Lyons because they were teasing it. We got a heart for Shay. We got Mandy will win. Might be DQ. Remember when Bayley was the SmackDown Women's Champion and the Wrestling? Yeah, absolutely. How can I forget? It was a great time. And Sasha was the Raw Women's Champion and the and also tag team as well. I think Roxanne will win the title, but not right now. She'll do it like Mello did in the first time. She'll cash in a breakout. Well, she is cashing in. She's actually cashing in. She is cashing in.
But this is different. He did it after Swerve was done with the match. She's cashing in to have the match.
She's fresh.
Herself versus Mandy. It's not like it's a little different than that.
Joe's getting more and more dangerous by the day. Man packed 2 and Santos and 2. Yeah, right. He's dangerous, right? But he's still employed. You know, you couldn't do that at your job. I'm going to say that Legado Fantasma will get revenge on Tony D. Will they? I don't think so. Woody Harrison. And we got 31 days until my birthday. So, okay, I guess we'll say early happy birthday. So we don't have to say it exactly on that day. Wes Lee against Trick Williams. Trick Williams, I
is a tricky pain in the ass. And someone needs to whoop that trick.
I gotta ask you, did you write that down? Because that was good. That was good.
Just made that up right on the spot.
That was tremendous. But I disagree. Trick Williams is phenomenal. First off, Wes Lee. I gotta say, Wes Lee is great. I like Wes Lee.
Yes, I love Wes Lee. We already know.
You know, Wes Lee's nice. He's a little fat. You know, I really do actually like Wes Lee. I was kind of actually looking kind of forward to this match. I was like, oh, I want to see what they're gonna do here. Because I was sitting there saying they can kind of easily have it where I had him winning over Trick Williams, right? And I said, oh, he could beat Trick Williams. He could beat Trick Williams and then eventually go to his boy, Carmelo. And I really would think that would be a banger of a match, honestly. But it didn't go that route. Still can get there. You can still get there completely, but it didn't go that route. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. But Trick Williams get the win. I was laughing at his music. I don't know if that was Pop Smoke. I don't know what was going on there. I just know I was bopping my head like this a few times and I had to stop because my neck started to hurt. I ended up having to I didn't have an ice pack. I got a piece of ice for my neck because I bopped a little too hard. I was quite injured. I was close to not being on air, but I'm here. I almost didn't come on air because when I was getting a haircut, my barber cut me, but I eased through the pain. But it was a pretty okay match. I mean, Trick gets the win, and it's nice. It's different. Trick, I mean, he takes a lot of L's. So eventually you got to build him and make him seem some kind of threat. Not even threat. I don't want to say threat, but you got to make him, give him something. So him getting the win, he did something where he had, because he came out with water. He had his intro was like Muhammad Ali. He had the robe, he had the boxing glove. Matter of fact, on his Instagram, he had a picture of he photoshopped his head on Muhammad Ali and Wes Lee on, I guess it was Floyd Mayweather, because it was short. It was like a small dude. And, the presentation was the whole, boxing thing. But he came out with water. And he was drinking water. Mello was to make sure his boy was good. That's friendship right there. That's friendship goals. None of my friends do that. Matter of fact, I feel like bad-mouthing him right now. But I won't. And, with the water, he had alcohol or something like that in there. And he rubbed it in the eye. Not Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett is great. What's the other commentator's name?
Big Joseph.
Can't stand him.
Of course.
Oh, it stinks over here. Oh, do you smell that?
Someone's got to be the good guy commentator. Somebody's got to be the bad guy commentator.
Hi.
So to speak.
But he blinds Wes Lee.
Yes.
And then he hits him with a twisted, almost Trouble in Paradise, but it was a pump kick, and pumps Wes Lee to the ground. That was fun. And he pins him. What did you think about this match? What do you think about? Well, I can already tell that you are a Wes Lee fan. What do you think? What do you think about this match, Matt?
Well, I was watching this. I was riding off the high of Toxic Attraction losing, and then my high went down right away once Trick Williams rubbed that shit and hit Wes Lee's eyes and beat him like that. And I was like, I wish I could jump through my computer screen and go in there and whoop that trick myself. However, Wes Lee gets his revenge later, so I'm fine with that.
Wes Lee should just look.
Wes Lee is a talent and should not be treated like that, okay?
Wes Lee is a talent, I agree, and you are not wrong. But at the end of the day, Trick Williams was the winner. There's two kind of individuals in this life. Winners and losers. And guess what Wes Lee lied on? He fell on the losing end. That's what happened. He lost. He needs to accept it, and he needs to move on. And that's it.
I go against who?
Huh?
I go against who?
Who's that, Trick?
No, Wes Lee.
I don't know, some other loser.
Like who?
I don't know. I'm not part of the loser conspiracy. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Loserville.
You want him to go against, since you don't want him to go after Trick Williams or Carmelo?
He can go against Carmelo, but he's got to accept that he's going to lose. Because listen, Carmelo is a star. Listen, my co-host, she always talk about Braun, There's no who today. It's Carmelo is the star.
Well, there was
He's
later.
the champion, and I can't wait to talk about him later. We're going to talk about Tiffany, but let's get into some of these chats. I think we have some commercial going on here. I think Jeffrey said, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. We got Wes Lee's my guy. Wes Lee's tremendous. Wes Lee, in my opinion, should have an NXT North American Championship opportunity. Do you see that match? Absolutely. Did you not? George, did you not hear me talk? Do I not talk loud enough for you guys? Do I have to start yelling?
No.
Okay. About time. Trick won a big match. Absolutely, H-Man. He's been improving. He has, actually. I have to agree with H-Man. He has. I thought he was pretty good in the ring. He's not. Like, Carmelo is, and this is no disrespect to Trick. I think Trick is tremendous. He's still got a lot of growth to go. But right now, all eyes is on Carmelo. And I think he would even agree to that. Now, Trick Williams is amazing. I agree. Good evening. Big Joey Cool. That's my partner for Family Feud. We be doing Family Feud on the gaming side of everything. We are 4-0, and the next time we do, we're going to be 5-0 and leave that channel because it's going to be Top Shelf Baddies with a Cup of Joe. That's our team name. Market us. There we go. Wesley is not moving on. I'm assuming that he could go for North America. Absolutely. He can face what was that supposed to? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Von Wagner is tremendous, and the show ratings went up the roof because he was on air.
Oh, look what George said in the comments.
Wesley's a champion material.
Oh, look, the first time I actually grew with Elvis since I started.
And you know what, guys? I know you guys want to hear me say it because guess what just went through the roof? My blood pressure, because that's what you guys do. We're going to do a commercial because I need to get my blood pressure back on point because you guys are just so insensitive. Do we even have a commercial? We do not have no commercial. This is hilarious. All right, I'm just going to play this. We're going to play this, and then we'll come right back after these things.
Hello?
Cujo!
Oh, shit. I mean...
You gotta love a movie about a good dog turning bad.
No, you don't. I've had bad stories.
I know. I was being sarcastic.
I couldn't tell.
That's the point.
Oh, my God. I mean, like, I've never seen that movie. If you guys...
I just read about it.
Really? Oh, it was a book?
No, I read about it online.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
I don't know if it's a book or not. We'd have to find out.
But if you guys like movies, this is the beauty about Unpopular Review, right? There's all these other wrestling podcasts, and they're great, they're tremendous. I wouldn't talk bad about them. But the beauty of Unpopular Review is not only we talk wrestling, some good old wrestling, we talk entertainment, we do some reviews for entertainment, we do gaming and the sports. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. If you guys want to join us on these things, there's links in the in the description. So please, I mean, if you want to see stuff that's going on in entertainment, it's there. If there's stuff you want to see about gaming, it's there. Even she's not here, but you can see Shay's Twitch. It's right there. There's all these links to different things you can see. And continue to follow us and see what's going on. So let's go to the next match. We talked about Wes Lee taking the L to Trick Williams. We got Tiffany. I gotta sit here and say, Tiffany Stratton's makeup artist needs to be fired. I said this on Twitter.
For letting Wendy Choo hit her with that powder before the match even started.
What did I hire you for? What are we doing here? Am I lying?
Maybe she got tired of how Tiffany was treating her. Just saying.
You know what you do? When you're tired of something.
Listen, you might hire some people to help you, but that doesn't mean you can treat them like crap because you never know what they'll do back.
I'm gonna act like I had never heard any of that stuff. What are you talking about?
I just said it. I'm not repeating myself.
What are we getting at, Wrestling Doll? What do you mean?
Anything can happen if you upset people. They will do anything. They'll get revenge somehow.
Listen, all I'm saying is she had a job. She should have continued doing her job, but she sat in and I think Wendy Choo is tremendous. I love Wendy Choo. Matter of fact, I stepped up my onesies game. I bought a. Well, actually, no, I didn't buy a Batman onesie. I hate Batman, but I bought me a onesie.
Is it a Spider-Man onesie?
Actually, someone did buy me that. Someone bought me a Spider-Man. I might. Well, I'm not gonna wait now. It's kind of hot. It's too hot to wear onesies. But
Yeah,
one day
it
we're
really
gonna have
is.
a onesie NXT edition. We're gonna have one. It's gonna be in the wintertime though. It's too hot.
Well, I'll have to find me a Wednesday. Hopefully, join you guys.
Ooh, there we go. I got a Spider-Man one. I'm gonna give me a Sonic the Hedgehog one. It's gonna be great. And you guys could join in. You gotta wear your onesies. But we had Tiffany against Wendy. They're fighting. I mean, this match already kicked off once Wendy threw the makeup in Tiffany's face. They're fighting all throughout the arena. Then eventually they're into the ring. They're fighting back and forth. Tiffany Stratton gets the win. Some highlights right here. I mean, the only thing I really got, excuse me, is Tiffany ripping Wendy's nail off. I was like, Jesus. Ooh, excuse me. Jesus.
Listen, Wendy started it by shoving the powder in her face. Tiffany got her back by ripping off something that really hurts when you rip it off a woman. And
That hurts? That hurts?
It hurts. And especially if it breaks where it's too close to where it could bleed, it is the absolute worst. I'm just lucky that hasn't happened to me yet. But I've heard it from a lot of my friends, and I've heard it from my sister, my mother. It hurts a lot.
I can imagine. I mean, ooh,
I've had acrylics, and I didn't like having them at first, so I just ripped them off myself, off my fingers, and it hurt when I did it. But afterwards, I felt relief.
the pain you did go through to just have nice nails, right?
Well, I didn't have nice nails at the time. I just had short ones. My mom just wanted me to have nice nails.
But it seemed more. How do you say? It seems much easier to use than the long nails, because those long nails. I mean, geez.
Yeah, but you get used to having long nails if you have them long enough.
Poor.
But it was a good match, and both of them are stars. Wendy Choo is a star. Tiffany is a star. I could see Tiffany at one point going after the women's championship.
I think it's definite. I mean, I saw.
Nothing wrong with Wendy. I just think that Tiffany might be a little bit more closer to that.
When definitely
more fun.
Absolutely, Tiffany's definitely more close to it than Wendy. Wendy, I mean, she got a great. I like the character. I dig it. I mean, it's funny. It's humorous. I don't know the longevity of the character, but Tiffany is definitely someone you can see them really liking. I mean, she got a great look. She's athletic. She just I mean, right about now, the more reps she's doing, she's getting a little bit better. I've seen people praise her and say, "Oh, she's getting better."
Yeah, she's getting better, and sorry to cut you off, but especially with like the change up in her gear when she comes in, because before she came in with like a little tennis skirt with the matching bag, and like coming in with like walking around with like daddy's credit card kind of thing, to having her be like just like a normal wrestler with like the tights and stuff. It puts it that she's being more serious, even though she's still screaming and whining and moaning and bitching and complaining.
You gotta find a character. You gotta test things out. I think that when they were doing that in the beginning, it was a test out. Like, how would this work? And it might have not hit with a lot of people, but then you do, okay, let's move from this and go to that. And, people start taking you a little bit more serious, because, I mean, you got to have a character in wrestling. Like, it's one of those things that give you longevity. So, and that's something I would say, like, she got a character. It works. Her athletic ability is she's starting to really put things together. And that's good for her. I mean, she's definitely, when you was talking about stars and women's championship, definitely Tiffany is someone who's definitely they're looking at to be like, oh, she's definitely gonna be. I don't want to say a definite, but I wouldn't be surprised if they put the strap on her.
Like if, say, Mandy loses one day to Nikita, and they have her have a pretty good reign, and then Tiffany goes against her and wins. It could be something like that happening.
Do you see her as a baby face, right? Like, do you see her being something? I mean, eventually they all go heel baby and stuff like that, but do you see them turning her baby?
Tiffany? Not anytime soon. I think with this character, I think it works better as a heel character versus as a baby face.
There we go.
I mean, how many baby face daddy's little rich girl characters do you really get anywhere?
Oh, they've all been heels. Trust me. And I've been watching Perez since 2003, so they're all heels. You guys don't know who that is.
Too, my gosh.
I don't, huh?
I mean, I've watched Paris Hilton too, but damn.
Oh, in 2003, she was such a heel. Like, I mean, she wasn't trying to be baby heel. I mean, she was. I used to watch that show back in the day. It was like The Simple Life.
The Simple Life.
Oh my God, I used to watch that show. Season 1,
so did
2,
I.
3. 1 through 3, and then when they went to Channel E, I couldn't watch it anymore. And then they were feuding, and I said, "What happened?" And they couldn't be in the same. I feel like a lot of people that have never
just break apart at one point, especially when you do things like reality TV.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
What you who?
No, I'm saying like when friends like that do like reality shows like that, and sometimes one gets more attention than the other. Sometimes jealousy hits, and things just don't work out anymore.
There we go.
I mean, she did have that show to find her new best friend for like quite a few seasons. So
I'm gonna do that now. Now there was a show about best friends. I'm gonna find. I mean, I found my best friend. It's in the chat, but I'm gonna still have him. Yeah, Jeffrey's tremendous. Jeffrey the Great. Jeffrey the drummer. He's great. But you guys, we had Apollo. He was here. Oh shit, Apollo, and he talked about. And I kind of laughed at this promo, right? Because he said, when his kids was watching, I guess when he was on the main roster, they didn't recognize him, so they stopped. That's insane.
Well, I mean, I don't think they could really recognize their father pretending like he was.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I mean, he's really Nigerian. I don't think the accent.
Well, I mean, the exaggerated character that they had on TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say I said very. He is Nigerian. It's the accent where he was like, where did that come from? Yeah, that. But he said his kids stopped watching. Now they're watching, which I think they should. I hope he grounded them for not watching. I just want to throw that out there. But he said I didn't even realize he'd been on NXT for a month. I was like, wow, because he did that one match and that was it. And then there was all these vignettes, right? Shows how much I pay attention. I know, right? But then he talks and he says, he's going to keep an eye out for that North American Championship match. He's going to look out. Because I think him and Carmel would be a great match, actually. I hope they get to that. But he's definitely keep an eye out on Cameron Grimes against Braun Boring for the NXT Championship match. Then the fourth prettiest bald guy ever, Gianni Vinci. He comes out. He was really upset that he felt left out on that. He said, I understand why you left me out because you know what? I could cream you. I could beat you, all that stuff. And then Apollo sits here and he says, hey, stop talking. Let's get in the ring. But I got to say, GV, he had a point. He said, no, I'm not going to fight you. I have a suit on. I'm not going to fight for these scrubs. I'm just saying the man had a good point. I'm not fighting in a suit. I mean, the man looked clean. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the man, I thought I saw a sparkle on that bald head. So he said, tell you what, how about next week, me and you one-on-one, and I'm going to beat you in style. So I guess that's his, cool catchphrase. So next week's the Battle of the Balds, and I look forward to that. What do you think about this? What do you think about Gianni Vinci? Vinci.
Well, it's definitely a character I'm going to have to...
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
Could he not have been Buzz Lightyear?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going to do this again. Go ahead. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Okay, anyways. It's definitely a character I'll have to get used to since I'm used to him being Fabian Archer of Imperium. Oh my God.
Tell me he could not have been Buzz Lightyear. I want someone to tell me I'm lying. No one has told me he could have not been Buzz Lightyear.
But the Buzz Lightyear in the movie had
He could have been Buzz Lightyear, and I'm going to say it until someone agrees with me and someone says, Jack, you're right. And then I'll stop. But he could have been Buzz Lightyear.
You would keep going if someone would agree with you.
I might. That might happen. But he looks great in the suit, but carry on. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but he could have been Buzz. I just wanted to say that.
Well, his suit was one of my favorite parts of my promo because I do like seeing a nice all-black suit like that. And it was a good back and forth in anticipation with what's to come. So we shall see with the third or fourth prettiest beautiful bald man.
He's the fourth. I forgot who the first one said last week. Shay tried to say it was Stone Cold. Shay don't know. She don't know.
What's yours then?
It's definitely what's his name? Not Tom Hanks. He has hair. John McCain. I can't think. Bruce Willis. It's definitely Bruce Willis. He's number one. Prettiest bald white guy. That's number one. I know for a fact. One day we're gonna do a list, and my list is gonna win because that's all I do is win. Who's yours?
I don't really have one. I never really thought about that.
I do. I think about everything. Like my brain, I'm literally, I'm the watcher because I watch everything. You know, the watcher from Marvel. That's me. That could have been me. That's gonna be my next. When I do Comic-Con, that's gonna be my next costume.
Nice.
Thank you. So we have
a convention or two in town. I'm going to definitely be picking up some stuff for when I go for more than one day. So,
can't wait to see it. That's gonna be great. You went to your first one this year, and you said you enjoyed
last
it. Right?
year.
Oh, last year. Oh, you went to the last one. This is the first one you went solo.
For one day.
Oh, okay. So Jeffrey pointed out, he said, The Rock. I think that was Shay's what you call, but Shay don't, no, and no one tells her what I say. I mean, don't repeat what I say. But let's get back to NXT. We have the NXT North American Championship. What did you think about this match? Carmel Hayes, I didn't even write his name, Grayson Waller. What did you think about this match? Two young guys who are, up and coming. I don't want to say pillars. That's the whole AEW thing. But these two young men who I feel like these are the guys that they want to more Carmelo, but they give a lot of screen time to Grayson. I mean, he gets the heel. He's such a good heel. I mean, he has the face that you just want to punch him. He knows it and he works it. He makes it really good. But what do you think about this match with these two young men?
That was definitely a really good back and forth match, a very good semi-main event of the night. And watching them go back and forth, especially with Waller in his basketball shorts of wrestling gear.
You've never been a fan of the gear.
It's weird. It's like watching somebody play basketball, watching somebody play soccer in basketball shorts. It's that weird. But it was a good match. My favorite part was watching Wes Lee attack Trick Williams. Hey, he was going to get his comeuppance, and he got that comeuppance. And I thought, oh, God, okay, Carmelo's going to see this. He's going to be distracted. Waller's going to win 1, 2, 3. Nope. Waller loses flat on his face, and that also made me very happy.
Carmelo is just too good. He's too good. He never missed. And he hasn't. He's just been all net, baby.
Well, except for stand and deliver.
Okay, but did he get pinned? I'm waiting. Did he get pinned? Huh?
It doesn't matter if he got pinned or not. He still
No,
won.
it does. Yeah, absolutely it does. It
was a ladder match. So it doesn't count if he got pinned or not.
Wait a minute. I need to know something right now. What is happening here? I expected a calm show tonight, and here it is. You're yelling at me, acting like I won't get loud in 2.8 seconds. Huh? Are you trying to increase my blood pressure?
I'm just making a point, and I'm just being a
the
little.
Point? That point was not sharp enough because there's no point there.
That was a point. Carmelo lost. It wasn't a match.
He did not lose. He didn't get pinned. He didn't get pinned.
Cameron Grimes was the
there
one.
Was a bunch of other guys.
I'm just saying. He still lost the belt, even though he technically never did get pinned for that in the first place.
This is the last time you're welcome on this show. I want you to know right now. I appreciate you coming on. No, it's not. No, I don't know. Did Shay tell you did she put you up to this?
No. I haven't talked to her today.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to her. Because I don't know what is happening here, and I don't know why everyone's against me.
I'm not against you. I'm just making a statement. I'm just making a fair point. That's all I'm doing.
No one can see it right now because I'm too far from the camera, but I'm literally sweating because of the rage at the moment. But Carmelo wins. Great. And I do, you mentioned Wes Lee getting his revenge, and we talked a little bit about it, but I do want to say again, I look forward to seeing that being a match because I think that's going to be really, really good. I think that's going to be really good because Wes Lee, I make my jokes about Wes Lee, but Wes Lee's really, really good. And I think this whole singles thing that he's been doing by himself, you get worried about a tag team wrestler and they go single, especially when it's been a tag team for so long. And can they do a single run? And I can't sit here and say he's missed. And not to steal anything from Carmelo, his catchphrase, but I look forward to that. I wanted to say that. And real quick, there was a vignette. There was a vignette for Action. Did you see the thing with the numbers and all that stuff? I don't know what was going on. I thought I was back in school.
I started hurting with all that math.
Yeah, my head. Oh my god! I laid down. I said, "Oh my god! I stayed out of school for this." And then I saw all these numbers. I looked in my cabinet to see if I had Tylenol, and I had nothing. I said, "Damn, I'm gonna have to just deal with this." But there's a vignette for some guy named Action. But there was another vignette. Did you see the one where there was like a if you put your phone up, it gives you the caption thing, and it said, I gotta look at it again. I didn't write it down, but I did screenshot it.
It had like 8, 10, 11 or something.
It did. No, you're right. Thank you. It was 8, 10, 11 because I screenshot it, and I was like, huh. So it looked like August 10th, and it says 11. So unless they're saying August 10th and around that time, something's gonna happen. I have no thoughts. I don't want to sit here and act like I have thoughts regards to it because I don't. Do you want to add anything to that?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know what's going on here.
I have no idea what it means.
Next thing we got is the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We have the Creed brothers against Sad Rod and Damien. Was it Damien Kemp? Or was it Kemp?
Damon Kemp.
Thank you. You know, it's all these names. It's hard to keep up. But
Yep.
thank you. But Ivy knows. I gotta say, she's like the leader, the leader of the women's locker room, right? You know, they're all
Like
yeah,
Mandy Rose too.
It ain't Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is
That's my point.
yeah, she's just getting her nails done. But not to take away from Mandy, but she's not the ring. She's not the head honcho there. But you know, there's stuff going on in the women's locker room, and she's sitting there saying, "Hey, training." I forgot who she was talking to because she got into it. Thank you. So she's running a dojo there. Apparently, she's just there. I see you, George. I'm glad that still makes you laugh. He says Sad Rod gets him every time because he is sad. Like he's just so sad and angry. Like you know, like the Diamond Mine. Because she was asked, like, "Is this the end of Diamond Mine? Like, if they're going to explode?" And Ivy Nighthawk said, "No, we have a lot of egos here, but it's healthy and it's competition here. So we're going to be good because we're a family and Diamond Mine forever." Which
I mean, diamonds are one of the hardest things on earth. They're not easy to break. That diamond mine ain't gonna explode anytime soon.
it's gonna explode. We're gonna talk about, but because Sad Rod, you know, when they're in the thing and Ivy, she's in the middle. She's the leader right here, right now. I don't know if you guys watch Power Rangers. She is Jason. All right. Now I don't want to hear this stuff about Tommy. You know,
Well,
like,
I wasn't going to mention that. I was going to mention briefly, at least for the beginning episode for the Time Force series, they did have a girl leader. So that's what I was thinking when you said Power Rangers.
Okay. All right. I stopped up till Lost in Space. That was like in '99.
I stopped after Mystic Force because that's when it started going downhill for me. I was like late 2000s.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, after when 2010 said, I was just like, it's going downhill.
It gets, yeah, after a while when it goes for a long period. Because a lot of people didn't like Turbo, but I love Turbo. Turbo was great. Matter of fact, the Red Ranger was a black dude, and I said, that could be me. I was so excited because I was like, yeah. Because, you know, everyone was not black. You know, you had the Black Ranger, and obviously they had the Black Ranger be black. I said, oh, you think you're, you know, it's one of those things that you think you're funny, huh? I'm on to you, Power Rangers. But it's still great. It was part of my childhood. But you said the leader of the, you said she was the leader. There was a female leader Power Ranger. So
For
we'll go
a brief
with that.
moment, at least for the beginning.
We'll go with that. We'll go with her being the leader. But she's holding them down. Said, Diamond Mine forever. Diamond Mine forever. And everyone's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And Sad Rod walks off into the sadness. And he says, come on, Kemp. And, you know, Kemp, you know, follows behind like the sidekick he is. And they all go out there. That was a pretty solid match. I mean, Creed Brothers had to win. I mean, this division was built for them. Built for them. I'm sorry. Built around them. They had to win. I thought it was a good match, hard hitting. Sad Rod is not bad in the ring. I've always said that. I mean, he held his end. And Kemp was pretty good. Kemp took the pin. And I'm surprised that Kemp took the pin because I really expected the Sadness to take the pin. But Creed Brothers get the win. You know, Diamond Mine, the three young men, they're like, yeah, that was a good match. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Sad Rod and his sadness is staring a deep hole into the Creed brothers, creating a sad hole.
He's staring more to Julius. He's staring it to Julius because Julius was staring him down when they were winning. And they were grabbing the belt. Like he was staring him down for a good moment.
I don't know why he stood at that tall man like that.
Maybe because of all the shit that he's put them through the last few weeks.
What did you think about this match, Wrestling Dog?
That I liked it. It was a really good match. I still say that Carmelo and Waller's match was a little better.
Absolutely. I agree.
And even though like it's not like supposed to be like super exciting like all the time when you're sitting in the crowd over there at the Performance Center, Everybody looked really bored as hell in the beginning, up until Brutus did the Brutus ball on Damon outside of the ring. That's when people started like paying attention, being excited. And there was some chance here and there for both sides, but it wasn't enough. Like you could tell, like, oh wow, if they had piping, they really could have fixed that, but they didn't do anything.
No, and you know that Brutus cannonball.
The Brutus ball.
It always gets me because it just looks so dangerous. Like, I mean, you really have to trust your opponent, right? You're doing this just jump, you're holding, and he does it on the outside. He doesn't. I've never seen him do it in the ring. It's always outside. I mean, it's always dangerous when you're jumping from, up here to the outside. But I mean, you're holding your knees, and I just like imagine if you miss and your knees just I don't know. It always gets me. But to get the win. And I mean, there's really not much to dig into the match. I mean, there's a story right here now where it's just this division. It's a civil war, if you will.
The only thing now is what are they going to do from here on out? They're going to have Ivy be mediator still until they yell at her to pick a side within Diamond Mine.
I see that being the thing where they're sitting there saying, you have to choose. And she's like, I don't want. Well, no, she says, I don't want to choose because, she doesn't
choose, just leads with Tatum.
And train her, right? Just sit and train her and beat her up, stretch her like a pretzel. She just turned her into a pretzel. You just see her arms like this and stuff. So we got that. We talked about the vignette there. One more segment, and then we get to the main event here. Let's get into some of these chats right here. And absolutely, Jeffrey, you see.
I've been like this before I met Shay, so.
She I believe it, but this whole yelling at me, I'm just very hurt. Sad.
I wasn't yelling. I only spoke a little loudly.
Yelling, rather Ivy.
I know when I yell, and that wasn't yelling.
I like Ivy now. I think she could have a chance at that. Yeah, I mean they protected her. I think she had a match at NXT UK for the Women's Championship.
Yeah,
I just don't know. And she lost, right? She took that out. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I've never seen her get pinned. From Mighty Morphin to Zeo to Turbo to Power Ranger in space so much. Yeah, Mighty Morphin was great. Zeo was cool. I liked Turbo. Turbo got a lot of hate, but I couldn't deal with the stuff with them in space at that point. I eventually went to it. But Mighty Morphin, and matter of fact, I will sit here and say real quick here to show my nerdum. I was a big Jason fan, and when they went to Rocky, and when I got older, I just said I want to punch Rocky in the face. So I don't like Rocky as a Red Ranger. He disgraced the Red Ranger color. And it made me hate being the Red Ranger. So, and he shouldn't have been in Mighty Morphin Power Ranger the movie. I don't even know how he got that gig over Jason. And when Jason had to make this cameo in Turbo Power Ranger, I'm going to review Power Rangers. You guys got to watch. I'm going to review Power Rangers. You guys are going to be, because you're going to hear my disgust for Rocky. Tommy took over Jason's spot for no reason. Like, who are you, Tommy? Because you kicked ass for 5 episodes. Jason was kicking ass for many more episodes. He had ass juice on his boots. How much ass juice do you have in your boots? But I digress. Let's talk about the great Von Wagner so I can calm down my blood pressure. The tremendous Von Wagner was there. I was upset that he wasn't on air. He should have had a match, but he wasn't there. Robert Stone was trying to talk for him. And then can't mind his business. Solo Sequoia's come out. Hey, you don't see me crying for not being, because you like eating at catering. The great Von Wagner don't want to eat at catering. He want to kick ass. You know that ass juice I was talking about? He want to have, it sounds gross, but that's when you kick so much ass, there's ass juice on your boots. And that's when you know you've kicked that. You know who have a lot of ass juice on their boots? Chuck Norris. One of the greatest of all time. So Von Wagner was upset that he was not on air. And Solos come out and try to do stuff. And even when Robert said, no, we don't have to do this, Von said, nah, you don't speak for me. And Von got in Solos, the tremendous Von Wagner, got in this man's face and said, yeah, what do you want to do about it, what do you want to do about it, Big Solo? Big Oos? What do you want to do about it, Big Oos? And Oos tried to get in his face, but I saw the fear in Solos' eyes. And he tried to stand strong. I'm a street warrior. Well, Vaughn is a champion. How about that? I wanted to throw that out there because I know everyone will hear me. The tremendous Von Wagner, when he becomes NXT champion and beat that bum, Braun Breaker, I don't want none of you guys jumping on the Von wagon. There's not enough room for you guys. You guys want to just join in when the stuff is hot. Huh? The tremendous Von Wagner. My day was complete. I was ready to turn off the air, and then I said, "Oh, I have to review this. I had to review Cameron Grimes against Braun Boring. What do you think about Braun Boring?"
I prefer him over Von Wagner.
This is why I drink, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, you say Braun Baker is boring. Von Wagner
like
needs
Braun Breaker
Stone and Sophia Cromwell to keep him relevant and entertaining. He needs somebody with him at all costs to keep him relevant.
He don't. No, he don't. You know what it is? When you're so good, people want to be around you. When you create great aura, people want to be around you. Braun don't have anybody. He have no friends. What happened when he broke his shoulder last week? No one came out there to check on him. Tell me I'm wrong, huh? No one can tell me I'm wrong. No one can tell me that. You guys, let's just review this match because you know what? Everyone is upsetting me. I'm going to get into some of this chat right now. Before we go into the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Unpopular View, the NXT edition. I'm the bad guy filling in for the Captain Shakespeare. We have the Rustling Doll. Thank you for filling in. You are tremendous. Even though you were wrong, I want to throw it out there real quick, but you are tremendous, and I appreciate you being here. Jason, Zach, and Trinity were replaced by, Rocky. Adam was cool. Aisha I liked. And replaced by, I don't remember that one. But you know what I liked? I liked Kimberly. She stayed for a while too. Who else we got? Hey, what's up? I'm happy that we have new tag team champion. What up, Charmaine? What's going on, darling? Oh Lord. What's this, oh Lord?
For you and Von Wagner, that's what.
Von Wagner does not want to see so. Yeah, he don't, because he don't live in the street. Right? What are you guys talking about? Come on. Sosko was not scared. Yes, he was. He was trembling, and I don't know if he wore shoes. His toes were shaking. Solo's got next to beat. No. Dorky. How dare you? The ratings were down because the ratings went up. It improved. I saw it. I went on Twitter.
Sorry,
okay, it's all right. You said sorry. Jeffrey's my best friend. I can't be mad at Jeffrey.
For his previous comment saying Solo got next to Von Wagner. Sorry,
I can't be mad at Jeffrey for a long period of time. He's tremendous. He's great. So I can't be mad at him. George, when we're going to see Sophia Crumb, almost like Crumwell. I'm sorry, Crumb. Sorry, and a mat and a ring. I'm not sure. Ding dong, you're wrong. No, you're wrong, Charmaine. And thank you for tuning in. So you can leave, but give us a like, please. I'm sorry, I'm on fire. You guys set me off. But we have Braun Breaker against Cameron Grimes. I laughed because what's his name? I can never get this announcer's name. I'm going to write his name next time.
Big Joseph.
He was wrong. He says, Braun is unbeatable or something like that. And I said, didn't he lose to Dolph Ziggler like a few months ago? Like, what are you talking about?
Yes.
And not to say if you lose to Dolph Ziggler, that's it. I mean, Dolph Ziggler, it's Dolph Ziggler. But we have Braun, Cameron Grimes. I would sit here and say to a degree, because I feel like his greatest challenge was Gunther. And I when we were reviewing the show, it was on a Tuesday. I said, man, they could have saved this for one of them special shows. But whatever, they wanted to call him up, and good for Gunther. And I'm real quick, we're reviewing NXT, but I hope on SmackDown, because he's the Continental Champ, he could bring prestige on there, because I feel like he can, but booking and I was it right there. But this is kind of his greatest challenge. One of his greatest challenges, Cameron Grimes. He's a veteran. He's a wildly veteran. And we got him against Braun, and I thought it was a pretty solid match. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I was going for Cameron Grimes. I just didn't think Braun had what it take to stand toe to toe with someone as great as Cameron Great. And Cameron Grimes, they'll lie to me because he wasn't great and he couldn't get the job done. But I know who will be getting the job done soon. I won't say it. You guys heard my rant, and I'll leave it alone. What did you think about this match, Wrestling Dog?
That it was a real good main event and a real good way to end. I was like you too, thinking that they'll probably have Cameron win because you're
tired of Braun, right? I know why you don't like Braun. I get it. Same as me. We're all tired of Braun.
Well, this title reign hasn't been the most exciting. So this title reign hasn't been the most exciting.
No, he's not exciting at all. Do you like original oatmeal?
No.
Exactly. That's what he is. Original pack of oatmeal. Woo! lot more fire. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
You sound like Ric Flair in the intro now.
No, mine's is better. Way
I
better.
said
And
like-
actually, no, that's not true because you can actually hear my woo. His has been muted.
No, it's back now.
It is? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, I really don't pay attention. No wonder I failed in school. Carry on.
Damn. But it was a good match. It was pretty crazy, especially with the whole finisher being kicked out for the first time thing that just happened, as Jeffrey pointed out. And then with basically this new guy coming out at the end, attacking Braun, we see a challenger.
Originally, Devlin, I forget his first name, but Devlin, NXT UK star, they were talking about him coming back. Matter of fact, there was an intro, a vignette about him, and you was thinking, oh, he'll be here maybe in a week or two or whatever, but he showed up and honestly, what's his name? Is Jordan Devlin. I'm sorry, Jordan Devlin. I had to think about it. And when I saw JD McGall and whatnot, and I said, oh, okay, cool. When he attacked Braun Breaker, he became my second favorite NXT wrestler after that. Because right now, if we could get a stable right now of Von Wagner and JD together, and we could call them the alliance that ended Braun Breaker, I would be for that. Would you be for that? I think it would be great. What?
I'm not a Von Wagner fan. Don't ask me to do anything that involves Von.
Oh, so you get a little color in your hair and you act brand new towards me. Unbelievable. I can't believe you wrestling.
I never liked Von Wagner.
How could you not like Von Wagner? He has a big eyebrow. How could you not like that?
Why would I like that?
Because it's huge and it can protect people. Hello?
From what?
Rain. You ever figure if it rained, if you stood over him, he could protect you? And it's
I have an umbrella. I don't need Von Wagner's eyebrow.
Why would you buy that? You're wasting money. You're wasting money. It's a waste of money when you have Von Wagner.
I didn't pay that much for my umbrella.
I quit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not coming in. I'm done. I quit. You know what? I'm not appreciated here. I'm leaving. I won't be here next week. Good luck, everybody. Good luck having someone that be here because my blood pressure has gone through the roof and no one cares. I'm going to do some plugs right now. I'm leaving. The bad guy is out the building. You guys will never see this face again here on NXT. I am done. No more Von Wagner. Yes, Jeffrey. Yes, the huge eyebrow. Yes. Do you have huge eyebrows? No, none of us do. But he could protect you. If a missile was coming, he could just headbutt it. Hello? Unbelievable. Ungrateful. I'm leaving. I'm not done. And Charmaine said something very nice. No one says nice things to me. Look at it. Loves your hair color. It's tremendous. It's great.
I feel like I look like Mia Yim with my hair now.
Do you watch Impact?
No, but I see clips of it on YouTube.
Huh?
I see clips of it on YouTube.
Yeah, no, because it's I heard a lot of great things about it. I don't watch it all the time, like you clips, but when you said Mia Yim, I was like, oh, she's actually there. So let's do some plugs real quick here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last time I'm plugging here. I'm done. You guys don't appreciate me. We got Perfect Plex talk. What is it? Oh, it's supposed to be radio talk. Why is this a talking radio? What are you guys trying to do? Make me look stupid? So we have Perfect Plex with Mike Knox and Z the Silence, and they talk all wrestling. You guys can catch them on Monday at 6 p.m. and it's for the intelligent wrestling fan. As you can see right there, I didn't even realize that was there. I wasn't reading that there. On Tuesdays, you could catch me and the captain. No, not me. I'm not here anymore. I quit. You can catch the captain and somebody else here next week here on NXT. We also got the AEW All Elite couple, the married couple. They review AEW Dynamite. Tune in for these lovely people. They'll be on right after Dynamite go off the air. There's so many different changes going here with UPR right now, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, I didn't mention the Monday night and Friday night show. There's some changes going on. And when we get some clarity on it, we'll let you guys know. And you can follow us on all these social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. And we don't have it up here, but please follow us on TikTok. We got a TikTok going. It's been a little bit more active. So you can follow us on all those platforms. Also, too,
follow Nico Extra as well.
Nico Extra, yes, because he's extra. Please follow the Mr. Extra, and he's great. And then we want to say once again, and thank you for saying that because I gotta plug him in. Thank you for letting us use your platform, sir. Also, too, follow us. There's links to the entertainment page. So tomorrow, the only entertainment show I know for tomorrow, we are reviewing. This is an old graphic, but this was from episode 4 last week. But tomorrow we're doing episode 5, Miss Marvel. So tune in. I mean, if you guys like Miss Marvel, tune in. If you have some kind of cold beverage, bring it. If you don't, you just have water, bring it. There's going to be a wind down. It's going to be me, Cedar Superior, and Vic. Also, speaking of C, you can catch us this Sunday. We're going to be playing Fall Guys. I've never played this game. I heard it's manic. It's crazy. You could catch me and C, a.k.a. the top shelf baddies. We're going to have some friends. It's going to be a great time. You might even hear me yell. That's what I do. That's why they hired me. Might hired me here, ladies and gentlemen. We have also, if you guys didn't see, once again, the link to the entertainment page, they just did a review on Puss in Boots because they're in that Shrek. They're reviewing Shrek and stuff like that. I think that's all the plugs. There's a bunch of stuff with gaming. There's so many different links. Is there anything? Why don't you plug something? Because you got something going on. What was your plug?
Well, my only plug would be to follow my YouTube channel, The Unofficial Camera Woman, and that I will be putting up a video sometime, possibly maybe this week or next week. And I might put up a picture on my Instagram to ask for some questions that any of you want me to answer concerning wrestling, my channel, things of that nature.
We're going to get into these chats real quick, and we're going to end it. And you heard her plug, so there's that. I just want to remind everyone that Badguy loves Wagner. That's not true. I've always liked Von Wagner. I've always liked Von Wagner. I don't know what you're talking about, H-Man. H-Man, how are you, my friend? You know, I feel like I didn't ask you that because I know you was on vacation. I wanted to ask you, how was your vacation? But you're incorrect, by the way. Jeffrey mentioned Impact is actually good, so I'm going to give it a chance. Ron, my mom says, well, tell us hello. Hi. We both says hi. I appreciate you, bro, but I'm certain that I'm a fan of Jordan Grace. Yeah, a lot of people are. I do. You are my favorite duo. You're better than Chris. No, I don't believe that because you know what happened? Because when Chris is on there, hi, handsome. He's not handsome. He's a bowling ball. Badguy, do you see Jim Carrey coming back? I hope so. Oh my God, I know you had a thing. I didn't get a chance to read it. I hope so because he's a really good. Did you see Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Wrestling Doll?
No.
Unbelievable. Well, Wrestling Doll and Captain B here from now on, asking for the chat. Yes, I'm done. You won't be seeing my face anymore. That's what happens. You don't deserve the bad guy, except you, Jeffrey. You're cool. I'll talk to you on Twitter, but everyone else, you lost me. Wrestling Doll, I'm down. Unfreaking believable. Gross. You know what? I hate you. I hate you guys. I hate. You know what? No. You know what? You know what? Wrestling Dog. Tell everyone bye. Hold on. Give me a minute. All right, tell everyone bye.
And on that note,
unbelievable.
Good night, and we'll see you back here soon.
Bye, folks. Have a great night. Did you get the no? The show's over, folks. You made me upset. This is it. That's all, folks.